Hi everyone, welcome to this reading. So I had this card stick to the desk. That's been happening with last few weeks. Has been happening a little bit more. I find that interesting. I am taking the card because it was sticking, so I'm taking that as a sign. So this is going to be the card that kind of starts the reading, and we're going to take a moment here. We're going to get tuned in and see what's happening here. Okay, taking a step aside. And allowing spirit to pass through me. Opening up to receive information. Okay, the first thing that's standing out to me about this card here is a sort of stance that this woman has in this card, and she's lifting her hands, and there's some, I don't know if you can see it, there's some light rays. So this is about some greater level of attunement that's taking place right now, quite possibly aligning. I do feel that in this energy that I'm stepping into, my solar plexus is warming up. Some of you have called your personal power or your psychic energy back from a situation, or you've changed your beliefs about yourself to empower yourself in some way. Here with these circle of stones, one of the things that I'm seeing in that is I'm seeing almost like this portal, like vortex energy. It's the movement of energy. We're changing the movement of energy. That's what it is, okay? And there's something here also. It's making me think of this word. It's raihaku. And that basically means morning worship. Standing, basically the idea of like standing facing the sun and worshiping the sun as it rises. Attuning ourselves to the natural cycles of energy, right? Someone here, whatever it is that you've currently gone through or you're currently experiencing, there's a greater sense of alignment that's taking place. We've left behind some old layer. I'm seeing this as like different layers of our story. One is lifting off of us, and we're keeping the things close to us that actually matter. And as we're doing this, what's happening is it's reinvigorating our solar plexus. We're getting our personal power back, whether it's from a particular situation or if it's just for the first time, really igniting that for ourselves. And what this is seeming to do is this is placing us in a position, because if you notice, she's kind of in the sky. This is placing us in a position to receive more information, more guidance, and to receive more opportunities, right? Okay, let's go ahead. Ooh, I have to take it. Okay, there's been a lot of, I have to take it because it was stuck to the desk. There's been a lot of work here inside of this space for someone. Notice he's holding the second pentacle, and so this is also the sacral space. Someone may be working on, for example, their soul connections or their inner child, their creativity, their family structures. I heard family traumas also, okay? Whoever this message is for, you're not somebody that's afraid of the work. You're not someone that's afraid of the hard work. You definitely are all about the hard work. There does seem to be something here that we are trying to correct inside of ourselves. It's like not you know, you may not necessarily resonate with I'm trying to heal myself, but there's some energy that we're trying to balance here. We have justice. It's like trying to liberate ourselves so that we can actually experience happiness, or we can actually experience freedom in some way. The other interesting thing about the Justice card is it's telling me that whoever this message is for, you're an extremely balanced person in some regards, right? There's this quest for truth. There's this balanced approach to it. However, there's times where that scale can tip, right? And maybe this scale has tipped because of the shedding of this layer recently. It's almost as though that scale is there to show you when things are correct for you and when things aren't correct for you. So that's just for somebody to keep in mind here. We do have this crown on the Justice card, and this crown on the Justice card is speaking to me about higher ideals. So whoever this collective is, it feels like you're somebody that is focused on higher ideals. You don't want something mediocre in your life or something just taking up space. You want something profound, something very meaningful. Okay, we have the King of Pentacles. At this time, in combination with the Eight of Pentacles, whoever this message is for, you do seem to be focused on yourself, focused on building yourself. This may be a business that you're building. It may be your body. It may be focusing on making money. It may be focusing on just loving yourself, right? Because the Pentacles is the suit of self-love. The things that we do for ourselves in a practical way to show ourselves self-love. There may even be some concerns, or I should say work regarding the nervous system coming in, because the nervous system, again, it's attached to the body, and I'm seeing all these vines, and one of the symbolisms of English ivy or vines is the things that ensnare us. And so there may be certain things in terms of our body that we're currently working through, whether this is food addiction or if it is I feel like I should add to that an unhealthy relationship with food. For some of you, this may just be trying to work out more and change behaviors and patterns towards not working out. But for some of you, this vine, the running through nervous system, like nerves, blood, vessels, veins, even neural pathways, right? There's some sort of restructuring that's taking place. And this restructuring has very much to do with our physical bodies and our physical world. Okay. And whoever this message is for, there's a high degree of sensitivity as well. And the focus of this message does seem to be this sort of birthing a new age, the new that's coming in. This work that we've been doing, again, it sheds some sort of old layer and put something behind us. And this is confirmation that whatever it is that you're doing, it's being seen, right? It's being seen. And it is actual work that you are doing. And it's being acknowledged in some way. Here with the King of Pentacles, it's saying that there is a new beginning here, but this beginning is going to start with you. It's going to start with the love that you put into yourself. The thing about this circle of stones that keeps standing out to me is the idea that when stones are arranged in a particular pattern, especially, a circle, especially if they have a high conductivity component, there is a natural sort of vortex, energy vortex, or in some cases, if it's particularly strong, a portal that we open. This is almost as though we're bringing in a different aspect of reality into our experience because of the work that we're doing. This is a soul lesson. For somebody, there is some layer that we are shedding that was a very long soul lesson. I'm seeing pyramids in my head as I'm saying that. So this is almost, it's like the unlocking of a personal mystery, right? So for example, there may have been these struggles and these repetitions inside of our life, and someone here is learning how to shed that layer and shed that identity. But it was done by going within in this Justice card and this King of Pentacles. Okay. Very interesting. There's something that we've unleashed, something that we've unbound, something we've untethered ourselves from. Okay. And it took a great deal of willpower to do this, whoever this message is for, with the Ace of Wands. We may be getting good and angry about something as well, with the presence of that showing up. I do have to say that. And the last card on the bottom is the Star. So I'll put this over here. And this is about liberating ourselves. When we see the Star card, this is about freedom. It's about healing, right? We have two cards here about healing. We have the King of Pentacles, who's also about taking care of the self. There's a lot of self-focus taking place here. Because of this, there is a higher level of alignment, and this alignment is causing us to call something in. Now, the message that's coming through here is this right here, the Ace of Wands. Be very mindful of the things that you focus that intense anger at, right? Be very mindful of those intensity of emotions, because those have a huge part in what you call in, right? You're not calling in what you want. That's not how this works. You call in what you are. And so if you are constantly angry, you'll call in angry energies around you. If you're constantly blaming somebody, you'll call in energies that want to blame you, right? There's this almost a message of being aware of what you're mirroring and what's mirroring you. Because whoever this message is for, you've done so much work that this energy right here should not be what trips up the next phase of your journey. I do see that this identity is opening up. Some of you are learning to release this, right? And that's not saying that anger doesn't have its place or that we're not integrating it. I left a comment a few days ago under one of my videos that rage is one of my most favorite energies, because that's where the magic happens. You can make a lot of things happen with that energy. But this is a message coming through to tell somebody that because of the alignment that you have reached, you are now manifesting. You're manifesting a lot of things into your life. So be mindful of the place of this energy, because this is also manifesting. So notice how it's the Magician's wand, right? We read it as anger, we read it as willpower, as passion. It's very Mars oriented, but it is also the Magician's wand. It's the source of the Magician's power. So, okay. Okay, and they want me to pull something else over here. Where are we going? Where are we going? Here? Yes, okay. Okay. Okay, yep. So I'm going to read this one first. We have Lemurian seed codes, embracing sensitivity, uniqueness, living with grace. What they're showing me here is more specifically that crystal, the multifaceted crystal, right? The different perspectives, the different lenses, the different ways we can view things. There is a way to view a particular situation or something that is currently occurring in which this energy here will kind of be, I don't want to say mitigated. I don't feel like it'll go away, but it will be alleviated in some way. There is, again, when we talk about those crystals, right, and we see this energy raising from the crystal and shooting off into space, this is very, very heavy on the manifestation for someone. The self-love that you're exhibiting, the self-respect you're exhibiting, the personal power that you have called back, and this new phase that you've entered into is a powerful, powerful phase for manifestation. And that's why this message is coming through, because there is an underlying energy here that is going to manifest things that aren't necessarily ideal. So it's a little bit of a warning, especially from someone's spirit guides. The reason why I feel spirit guides here is because this is one of my spirit guide cards. It's Halls of Learning, Spirit Guides, Confirmation, Great Lessons. Again, this is confirmation that a great lesson has been learned here. And but we don't want to repeat some sort of cycle or call in something that we're not necessarily wanting. Does that mean you have to be positive all the time? Absolutely not. But just be aware of what you are actually focusing on when you're in this energy, right? This is a great energy to be able to channel into more positive things. So just be mindful of any sort of negative spaces that your mind and your emotions and your beliefs are settling into in this energy, because those three components are what cause manifestations to occur. This here with the Lemurian seed codes, there's a lot of darker emotions, right? And that's okay. We're all like that. We're all human beings. We all have a subconscious, and we can only be as light as we are as dark. Here with the Lemurian seed codes, embracing sensitivity, uniqueness, living with grace, I want you to pay attention to the patterns being created on that water, right? The thing is that we often think that our emotions control us, but in reality, when someone has stepped into that magician role, when they've taken control of that energy, they're the ones in control of the emotions. Someone here, you've gotten far enough in your, I'm going to say manifestation journey, that's how I'm going to put it, that you understand the importance of creating new beliefs. This is a perfect time to work with that if that's you. Create your new beliefs, construct your feelings around them, and look for the confirmation bias in your external reality to help support those new beliefs and solidify them. There is something here that is trying to come in for somebody, and I dare say it's pretty huge. It's pretty big. So I want you to look at this, right? We have this woman, we have all these light rays, and we have these light rays here in that window. There's a powerful new perspective that is available. If it hasn't already been adopted, I feel for some of you, you have already adopted it, that is opening up your world. And in opening up your world, it's almost like the limitation of what you're able to call in for yourself is being released, right? Here we have the divine matrix, interconnectedness, synchronicity, and God incidences. And this is the point. The pattern is coming together. We are no longer in conflict with the greater pattern, and we're now moving into it. There is kind of like this discombobulated pattern in the universe that takes place when there's conflict and resistance. And this is one of the reasons why a lot of people suffer with anxiety and attention issues. There's, again, not saying everybody, just a lot of people. And when we can get into that state of deeper flow by coming into alignment with ourself first and foremost, and shedding particular layers that no longer belong to us, and we allow ourselves to move into these spaces where we pay very close attention to the energies moving through us. This is where we start to fit into a greater pattern. Again, like I said, whoever this message is for, you're not looking for something that's mediocre. You're not looking for a life that's mediocre. You're looking for something great. You're looking for something profound, for something deep. And that depth is available to you. That opportunity is available to you. But you have to shift into your place within the greater pattern. Okay, and they're telling me this is the last one. Chamber of the Violent Flame, karmic release, radical transformation. And I think that kind of speaks for itself. Okay. There may be, because of the presence of this card, notice all these cards have heavy purple except for this one, right? This one is yellow. It's that solar plexus energy again. There's a change of perspective that has opened us up from a personal power standpoint. And this is activating something within our crown chakra, so our 7th chakra. If you're unaware of what that means, it means that we are connected more to the external universe, and some terminology, the divine. Right? This is where we are channeling and receiving information, but the information isn't only received, it's also given, right? Just as we're being coded, we are coding. And so there's something here about working together with that symbiotic relationship with the universe. There's an opening up of the lotus on the head. There's this fire that is sort of igniting. Someone here, there's going to be past life memories that are igniting. There's going to be a lot of synchronicities taking place, a lot of deja vu taking place. That actually was a big part of a reading that I did last week. And in these spaces, we're going to remember a part of who we are that we had forgotten about. This perspective shift was required in order for that to kind of become unstuck in some place within our energy body, within our memory body. And as we remember who we are, there's going to be this igniting of a deeper level of manifestation abilities, because again, the conversation's going both ways, right? The universe isn't just speaking to you, you're speaking to the universe at all times. So whoever this message is for, your spirit guides are kind of on this right now. They really want to make sure that there is some sort of underlying energy that may be influencing current manifestations, and they want to make sure that someone is aware of it. So whoever this message is for, I hope that this has found you. I hope it resonates with you. If it does, please feel free to hit that like button, leave me a comment, and until next time.